Battery, 50%.
Over the weekend, music legends like Jimmy Buffett, Emmylou Harris, and Steve Earle got together to honor country icon Jerry Jeff Walker, who passed away last fall during the COVID lockdown. Jimmy Buffett even recorded one of the last songs Jerry Jeff ever wrote. Jerry Jeff Walker was originally from upstate New York and moved to Austin, Texas in 1971. He wrote the American standard Mr. Bojangles, a song that would later be covered by none other than Bob Dylan, Harry Belafonte, and Sammy Davis Jr. During his 51-year recording career, Walker released 36 albums. He was 78 years old. He was one of my favorite artists, and in fact, when he died, Joe didn't even tell me till after the show because he knew I would be so upset. Jerry Jeff Walker was 78 years old.
Hey everybody, happy, geez, I'm losing track, Friday night. Seriously, I have been in quarantine and a little bit of a Cloud 9 thing for the last few days. So glad you're with me tonight. Boy, some really cool things have happened in the last couple of weeks, and particularly one just a few minutes ago. I got a Facebook chime in from an old friend of mine that we shared a side yard together, and Mike Brennan called me up and we had a nice chat, and boy, isn't that funny that this is still happening where you forget pics. But bear with me. Yeah, Mike Brennan called me up and had a few minutes to chat with Mike and say hi and get caught up with the family. And normally he's got a busy schedule, and he's going to hang in with us tonight. Isn't that funny? Here we are. It's like I'm like my buddy Conrad Olson, where he only carries one pick in his pocket, and I think I got caught with that tonight. So yeah, I got caught up with Mike Brennan tonight, and it was super to say hi, and he's going to hang with us for a few minutes. He was kind of there from the beginning, eh, Mike? In the backyard, like I said, we shared a yard, and in the late 80s, early 90s, and we got to know each other, and I played a lot of music from that back porch, and Mike and I would just shoot the breeze over the fence, say hi, and here we are talking tonight on Facebook, getting caught up, and here he is joining us tonight right here in not the usual basement cafe, everybody. We are oddly enough not on Texas soil, yet we were, and it's been great to communicate with some of you out there, and just tell you a little bit about no, we're just off of Texas soil. Here we are organized now, guys. Hey guys, Kelly, how you doing? Bubba Beschler, Jesse, wow, Marsha Beckett, hey guys, Becky, Jane, you guys are part of this whole cloud that we're still, I'm sure, all floating on, and we're just going to kind of go through it, and right from the get-go of my whole experience over this next hour and a half. But we're glad that Mike is with us tonight. It was really great to catch up with him. Like I said, I used to play some Prine songs over the backyard, and that's kind of, well, not where it all began, but here we are playing Luckenbach, and we'll get to that. What an experience. Hey Becky, Jean. So you know what, I really don't have a set list per se. There's things I need to say, but why don't we just go back to those late 80s or mid 80s in the backyard on Piper's Green Court. sure you were there a few times, Miss Kelly Smith, Mark Smith. And we'll send this one to Chuck Allanger. When I was a child, my family would travel up to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. There's a backwards old town that's often remembered, and so many times in my memories worn. Daddy, won't you take me back to Luckenbach County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River, through the abandoned old prison down by the grave, where the air smelled like snakes. We shoot with our pistols, and empty pop bottles is all we would kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Luckenbach County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, the coal company came with the world's largest shovel, and they tortured the timber, and they stripped all the land. And they dug for their coal till the land was forsaken, and they wrote it all down as the progress of man's right. Daddy, won't you take me back to Luckenbach County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I died, it might slow down the Green River, and my soul on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to with paradise waiting, just 5 miles away from wherever I am. Daddy, won't you take me back to Luckenbach County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Luckenbach County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Hey Marcia, yeah, Lenny's playing the vault tonight. How cool is that? Hey, listen, I don't want to just, I don't want to brush over it, but hey, Mike, meant a lot to me. Hi, Veronica. Really great talking to you guys tonight, for sure. Well, particularly Mike, really great, and meant a lot. Yeah, super duper. I'll try to run through this as fast as I can, man. We could be here all night, seriously. As you can see, we're not in the Basement Cafe. We've done, hey, Denise Braun, what have we done? 52 in the Basement Cafe down there in Kitchener. Well, we're up quarantining in Mount Forest at our our trailer up here. We're about 70 feet from the water, so I'm living hard right now for the next couple of weeks. We came over the border on Wednesday, and we got up here to Mount Forest, and we settled in with lots of alcohol, and I'll tell you what, it's just been a haze since we arrived here at about 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, and I'll tell you what, a lot of reflection. We spent a lot of time with a lot of friends, and it meant the world, and we can't get too loud. We're out of our comfort zone. We're just going straight acoustic off the floor, so We don't know how it's going to sound, but we're certainly glad that we're all together tonight doing this because Jesse, you know what I'm talking about. Wow. Becky, you made it all happen, really. If it wasn't for Becky, you know, messing up in the bank, having to delay things for just seconds, and we got in there just in time. Jesse, a real pleasure sitting beside you, sharing that bench for that entire 4-hour program was super. That 4-hour program included guys like Jeff Hanna, Patricia Berg, Keith Sykes, Rodney Crowell. You know, we're talking the who's who of Texas music. You know what I'm talking about. Hey Dan, like the hat. We're gonna compare hats. Doug Mingus, I don't know what happened, man, that I missed you in Luckenbach, but I know you've been following Lenny and Kevin out there in Bellingham, Washington, and once in a while we chime in, but I'm not sure how you skipped by me, but we're going to do that at some point. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Hey, just on a personal side for a couple seconds here, early this morning, my dad lost his sister, a 90-year-old sister, Eileen McMillan, up in Owen Sound, Ontario. Probably the sweetest woman I've ever known, and proud to call her my aunt for so many years. The McMillan family suffering. Gail, Sheila, Carol, Eldon, sending hugs and sending prayers. And Don, Uncle Don, hang in there. Uncle Don's 91, and Aunt Eileen just passed away, as I mentioned, at 90 years old, and a real long life. And you know, it's been said, you know, the love starts with your mother's sisters and your mother's and your father's sisters, and how true is that? God bless you, Aunt Eileen. God bless you. I sang this song at their 65th wedding anniversary, and we'll do it tonight. Rest in peace. Prayers to the family. There's a little mountain church in my thoughts of yesterday, where friends and family gather for the Lord. There's an old-fashioned preacher taught the straight and narrow way for what few coins a congregation could afford. Life is like a mountain railway with an engineer that's brave. You must make the run successful from the grave to the grave. Heed the curves, hills and tunnels, never never feel. Keep your hands on the throttle and your eyes upon the rail. Blessed Savior, that will guide us till we reach that blissful shore, where the angels wait to join us. God's grace forevermore. As we roll along the main line, there'll be hills and there'll be nights, there'll be side tracks, unexpected, on the left and on the right, but with the curves always before us, and our hearts are on the prize. There'll be no disembarkation until we reach paradise. Blessed Savior, that will guide us till we reach God's blissful shore, where the angels wait to join us. in God's grace forevermore. Blessed Savior, that will guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us in God's grace forever. Prayers to the McMillan family up in the old sound, and rest in peace, Aunt Eileen. Hey, Bubba. Her daddy and my dad's daddy was a carpenter. And we go to Aunt Eileen's house, and we go to Uncle Don's house, and the family would sit together. Sundays when we got out of town and got up to Old Sound to visit them. And there was never a time that my grandpa showed up without a suit on. Grandpa wore a suit to dinner nearly every day for no particular reason. He just dressed that way. His brown necktie, his matching vest, and both his wingtip shoes. Built a closet on our back porch and put a penny in a burned out fuse. See, Grandpa was a carpenter. He built houses, stores, and banks. He chain smoked Camel cigarettes, hammered nails in planks. He was a level on the level, shaved even every door. Headed for Eisenhower, his Lincoln won the war. Well, he used to sing me Blood on Saddle. He rocked me on his knee. He let me listen to the radio before we got TV. We'd drive to church on Sunday. He'd take me with him too. Stained glass in every window, hearing aids in every pew. See, Grandpa was a carpenter. He built houses, stores, and banks. He chain smoked Camel cigarettes, hammered nails and planks. He was a level on the level, shake even every door. Voted for Eisenhower, 'cause Lincoln won the war. My grandma, she was a teacher. She went to school in Bowling Green. Traded in her milking cow for a Singer sewing machine. She called her husband Mister, and she walked real tall with pride. She used to buy me comic books long after Grandpa died. See, Grandpa was a carpenter, built houses, stores, and banks. He chain smoked Camel cigarettes, hammered nails and planks. He was level on the level, shaved even every door. He voted for Eisenhower, 'cause Lincoln won the war. He voted for Eisenhower, 'cause Lincoln won the war. He voted for Eisenhower, 'cause Lincoln won the war. Hey, cheers, everybody. This is where it all starts. This is where the story starts. Cheers. Here we are in quarantine. But when we landed in Texas, we landed on Sunday, and Mark and Yvonne just chimed in from Dallas. Well, they're in Mansfield, but Mark picked me up at the airport on Sunday, and we proceeded off to his lake house where Mark and Yvonne are currently. Hey guys, what's going on? Steve, Diane, they're out in the dock right now having probably a little gumbo and boil that we enjoyed last. Gosh, guys, forgive me. It's been crazy over this last 11 or 12 days, so I'm not even sure Friday night. But I guess we're closing in on 2 weeks. Hey guys, great to see you again. Great to see you. We had met several years ago, and it was really nice to reconnect. And thanks for doing that, Mark. We got into Mark's lake house, and we had a bunch of people over, got the guitar out, and just sat on the lake house, the dock there at the lake house at Steve and Diane's place, and talked to the new bride and groom, Reese and Kristen McConaughey, Mark, Yvonne's daughter, and their new future brother-in-law. I don't want to go. Anyhow, what a great time we had there, guys. So we're just going to carry on, but thanks for everything. And without you guys, it would have been a whole lot harder. And Goldie, the old pickup truck, performed well. And if it hadn't been for those 4 or 5 beers at the Texas Roadhouse and that great big steak, and before that at 54th Street Bar and Grill, I know I would have got to a gas station and topped that sucker up, but all I was focusing on at that point was your taillights on your way home. I'm glad you got me there, and then time just ran out, but great to visit with you, and I can't wait to get back to you guys for sure. Love you, love you, love you. Hey, howdy neighbor. Cookie and gourd. Crawfish boil. What a great time in Dallas. So then we got up Monday morning, and off I went in Goldie, the pickup truck, over to Austin. Spent a bunch of days in Austin. We'll play some more music and tell you a little bit more about that, but what a great time. Austin's always been on the bucket list for me, and we were able to check that off, and I'll tell you what, none of this as I go through, and it has to be mentioned up front and foremost, would have ever been possible without you, Miss Denise Braun. It would have never been possible. So without you, this would not have happened, and your support through this whole thing, and our conversations sometimes going the wrong way, and on the highway as we're going across the state of Texas. You pulled it together, girl. You pulled it together. You're missed here tonight. You're missed here tonight. Because I might mess up a few times because you're not here, so we're missing you. We're missing you. Play Jerry Jeff Walker's song, because that's why we went down to Texas. Back up all your dishes, make note of our good wishes, say goodbye to the landlord for me. Sons of bitch, he always bored me. Throw out those LA papers, moldy box of vanilla wafers. Adios to all this concrete. Gonna get me some dirt road bike streets. If I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought. She old skinny Dennis, only guy I think I will miss. I can hear that old bass sing, sweet and low like a gift you're bringing. Play it for me one more time now. Gotta give it all we can now. You got something to believe in. I believe everything you're singing. If I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land that I ain't bought. Leave the pink card in the mail Leave the key in the old front door lock. They will find it likely as not. Sure, there's things that we have forgot. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry, babe. Love's a gift that surely is handmade. We got something to believe in. Don't you think it's time we're leaving? If I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought. If I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught, I'd be down the road in a cloud of smoke to some land that I ain't bought. Pack up all your dishes, make note of our good wishes, say goodbye to the landlord for sons of bitches always bore me. Hey Bubba, hey Denna, hey Skip. Bubba was my roommate, guys. We got stories on Bubba. You hang around. We could be here all night, really, honestly. This is, I think, turning out that way. Arkansas, my head hurts. Like just look around, maybe make it worse. But I got a girl out of Henrietta. Her love's like tornado weather. It's girls like this keep me trying. Woman always knows when a man is lying. It ain't me, I'm just playing a part. A bad liver and a broken heart. Bad liver and a broken heart. Bad liver and a broken heart. So Bubba rolls into town on Wednesday, and up to that point I'd watched the Dale Wallace show, Dale Watson show down at the Colonial Club in Austin, Texas, after leaving Mark and Yvonne's place. Thank you guys again for your hospitality. Friends for a long time, and we were great to see you guys. Great to see you. Can't wait to get back there. I know where the key to the lake house is. But we rolled into Austin, and on the Monday night we went to a Dale Watson show, and Al Widmeyer, he'd been talking about him a long time. Glad I saw him. Lots of stories about that. But Tuesday went to a little bit of a bluegrass show downtown on 6th Street. Saw Austin, we saw all the sights. I won't bore you with that. And then Bubba rolled into town, lost. I knew things were going to happen, and all heck was going to break loose. Schultze, I'm on Chavez Street. Well, Bubba, where the heck is that? Somehow, Bubba, we got together. Somehow I got you into the hotel, and we hung out Wednesday night, and wow. Bubba, we saw the sights. We visited the grave site of Jerry Jeff Walker. Shared some really cool memories. Bubba's my only drummer I've ever had from New Mexico. Bubba Beschler. Say hi to Bubba Beschler. Great to roommate with you, my friend, for 5 nights and 6 nights, whatever it was, and stay healthy. But we ended up at the Broken Spoke, Bubba and I, and lucky enough to get on stage at the Broken Spoke and do some tunes with this Brandon young man that handed me his Gibson guitar. What an honor to play at the Broken Spoke in Austin, Texas. Indian summer, Oklahoma sunset. There's a nicer place I've been there yet. And I'm standing outside of the blue door, too tired to drink, too drunk for more. It's girls like this that keep me trying. Woman always knows when a man is lying. It ain't me, I'm just playing a part. Bad liver, a broken heart. Bad liver, a broken heart. So we ended up at Saxton's Pub a little later on after a real good seafood dinner. Bubba, wow, man. Listen, if you get a chance to meet Bubba Beschler, one of the most honest guys in the world, keeps me on the straight and narrow, and I gotta appreciate that, Bubba. Like, man, 6 days running with you was just so awesome. So Wednesday night we ended up at the club to see Django Walker, Jerry Jeff Walker's son. And you know, Jerry Jeff Walker is why we were all down there in Austin, Texas. We were all going to move on to Luckenbach the next night, Thursday. But Wednesday was with Django Walker, Jerry's son. And Bubba and I have had a relationship with Jerry's son Django for a little while, me a lot longer. But we got together at Saxton's Pub and hung out with Django and got to see his opening act, a guy that a buddy of mine, Lenny Beckett, and might even be present. No, Lenny's tonight playing at the Vault out in Bellingham, Washington. So things are opening up, and we hope to get out there soon enough and get to play some live music. But so we walked into the Saxtons, and a guy by the name of Walt Wilkins was playing, and Lenny had been singing Walt Wilkins songs for a long, long time, and there we were appreciating his talents. And then Django, come on. Before that, we got a chance to say, hey, Django, what's up? It's been about 6 months since we've seen him. Maybe about a year and a half, you know, with this COVID thing. Ultimately, a year and a half since we saw Django. So we got together with Django, and Lenny had a couple months ago had offered me a stage, Luckenbach, on the Thursday night. And there was a bunch of us going to get together on Thursday night in Luckenbach. And we were going to play a stage, and we were all excited about that, and couldn't wait to get over to Luckenbach on that Thursday and play a stage in Luckenbach. It was just an honor. Kevin Milton, Gene Nunn is here with us tonight. He sang on that stage. Becky sang on that stage. Lenny Beckett sang on that stage. Bob Vollmer, I can go on, sang on that stage. What an honor for all of us. And but let's go back to Wednesday night. We were talking to Django, and Django said, hey, Paulie, I need you to play 3 songs with me Friday night in Luckenbach on the day in the dance hall. And if you follow my Facebook page, you saw how intimidating that room was, and what an honor to play his portion of the honor to his father. And again, that's why we were all in Luckenbach, and to honor Jerry Jeff Walker. Passed away October 23rd last year, and Mr. Bojangles himself, we got to get together, and a whole lot of friends, and celebrate his life, and just enjoy the memorial concert his family put on for his fans and his dedicated fans. Jerry Jeff Walker was a true legend, a Texan legend, and I've been following Texas music, as a lot of you know, for a long, long time. And to get a chance to meet Jerry Jeff Walker a bunch of years ago now, Denise and I were fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time and meet Jerry Jeff Walker. And hey, you're that Canadian guy, and get a chance to talk to him and spend some time and send me away with some great memories, and get to know his family and his son. So yeah, that Wednesday night just before Django's show, he offered me the stage, the dance hall in Luckenbach on Friday night, and it was an absolute honor to do that. Hey, Bubba. So, yeah, Mr. Bojangles himself, Mr. Jerry Jeff Walker, will send this one out to anybody that was there that night. That memory will last forever. Jesse, Jean, Becky, Bob, Mary. I can go on and on, guys, and I probably wouldn't miss any names, but you know who you are, and I was privileged and proud to be with every single one of you in that audience. I knew a man, Bojangles, and to dance for you in worn-out shoes, silver hair and ragged shirt and baggy pants. You did the old soft shoe. You jumped so high, jumped so high. You lied a touchdown. Well, I met a man a sailing New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age. He spoke right out. He talked of his life, talked of his life. Perhaps slapped his knees and he stepped. He said his name, Bojangles, and he danced a lick across the cell. Grabbed his pants for a better stance, how he jumped so high. He clicked his heels, let go a laugh, let go a laugh. Shook back his clothes all around. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, won't you dance? Won't you dance? Well, he danced with those minstrel shows and county fairs across the South. Spoke to tears in 15 years, and now his dog is traveled about. Talk of his life, got the dog up and died. Now after 20 years he still grieves. Said he danced now at every chance in honky tonks for drinks and tips. Most of the time he spends behind these county bars as he drinks a bit. Shook his head as he shook his head. Heard someone ask him, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, won't you dance? Won't you dance? Won't you dance? Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, won't you dance? Won't you dance? Won't you dance? Till the sun goes down. Yeah, that's why we were all there. Been listening a while, eh, Tony? In the shower, cleaning my ears. Listen from our house in Lewis Center, the bowels of Delaware County. Yeah, Still having Luckenbach withdrawals, Doug. I get it. I'll tell you what. If I miss anybody's comments, like let me know, guys, because I'm trying to track this. This is a big night for. Hey, Barbara. Thank you very much. My new friend Barbara from the Simcoe area here in Ontario. It was funny. Mar had designed this website, and we all got on it, Jerry Jeff Walker fans, and I think it was Barbara up there in Barrie, Ontario, that asked if there was any Canadians going down to the show, and I believe I was the only Canadian there, and as I've said, Barbara, only a few times, I was fortunate enough to share the stage with Lenny Beckett, Allison Hazen, Rodney Yee, Conrad Olson, Dale Wallace, and we closed the last show that man ever did in San Pedro, Belize. What an honor to have, and an honor to be in Luckenbach just this past weekend and celebrate Jerry's life. Hey Ed, man, it means a lot to me that you're here. Hey gang, yeah, you betcha. More about the trials. Well, you know what? It was almost a trial, to tell you the truth. It was tense getting across the border. I'm sure that a lot of you wonder and how that all worked out. But I'll tell you what, the services on both sides were pleasant and easy to work with. And again, I'm going to mention, if it wasn't for Denise Braun, I would have never got across the border. Mark McConaughey, you know what I'm talking about. Mark helped us out there too. Lenny Beckett, yeah, there was some help, and but there were a few bruises and some scratches along the way, both sides getting in and out. But it was a commitment, and the border people, they conceded or took pity on me, but in both cases, here we are in Mount Forest, Ontario, and right going by the Gov's recommendations that we stay right here for the next couple of weeks and do our tests, so everybody's safe. But let's go back to Luckenbach and get that out of the way. We're doing what we have to. We got 2 grandbabies, and we're keeping everybody safe. Great to be with you all tonight. Hey Ed, say hi to Patty. Yeah, hope you had a good attorney or a good barrister in Canada. I'll tell you what, like I said, it was of some help, no doubt, and but it really did go slick, and both parties, both coming in and out of the country, were nothing but a big help. So everything worked out great, and I learned a big lesson from Bubba. Let's just mention Bubba on that one. Got me through some tense times there too. So, buddy, you're a positive man, and I appreciate bunking with you. Cheers, everybody. We'll continue the story across to Luckenbach, Texas. So we're there Thursday night, and Lenny threw together an unbelievable gig at the bar where we met Greg. And Greg was one of the bartenders at the bar in Luckenbach. And, of course, I went in and talked to a few guys and girls and expressed my utter thanks and appreciation to Django the night before when he asked me to play the dance hall on his portion of the show Friday night. And Greg, like I said, was the bartender there, is the bartender there, and had a nice conversation with him, and left me with a tremendous memory as well. So, Greg, so we got there Friday, and energy was up, and it was crazy. Django pulled off an amazing show, and after everybody sang at the full moon the night before, Thursday, and we tore that place up, Lenny and Bobby and everybody, the cast there. But we got over to Luckenbach on Friday and got into Django's show, and he put a cast of characters together that was just absolutely awesome, and recognized his dad's music all night long, and some great talent he brought from Nashville and his friends, and it was great to hang around backstage. Kind of felt like a little bit of out of place at sometimes, but certainly proud to be where I was at that moment, for sure. And again, I can't thank Django Walker enough, and can't wait to see him in January. January we're going back to Belize, and we'll see him then. But here's a Belize song, because we've talked a little bit too long maybe, and we don't have Denise Braun here to go. Hey Denise Fisher, hope all's good, girl. Nice to see you. Coming to you from Texas. Well, some people thought that was the case, and I had to explain that we are quarantining on the north side of the border, and we're in Mount Forest, Ontario. We got a lake that's about 75 feet straight ahead of me, and a golf course over there I can't access because I'm hunkered down here. But that lake is right there, and there's nobody between me and it. And we cracked open the fishing poles today, and it's been nothing but a real good time. And again, this wouldn't happen if it wasn't for Denise Braun. Denise Braun isn't with me tonight. We're missing you terribly here, girl. We're missing you terribly here tonight, girl. Sing a song. Right on, right on. Well, one of the songs that I sang Friday night, we were kind of asked to stay away from some Jerry Jeff stuff, so that was all going to be done Saturday. And again, Saturday, wow, what a lineup. Rodney Crowell, as I mentioned, and some of you guys, Denise Fisher, you know who I'm talking about, Jeff Hannon, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Pat Green, Michael Martin Murphy, Steve Earle was there, Ramblin' Jack Elliott. Here's another story. Ramblin' Jack Elliott. Bubba, you handled Ramblin' Jack Elliott and his caretaker with nothing but pure gentlemanly. You were nothing but honorable to those people, and it was nice to see from about 2 feet away. I was just sitting behind Ramblin' Jack, and that man came on stage with a lot of history on Saturday night to memorialize his friend Jerry Jeff Walker, and Bubba and I got to sit with him. Ramblin' Jack, Bubba and I got to sit with him on Friday night, and it was quite an honor. Bubba, Emmylou Harris showed up. Emmylou Harris, unbelievable. But I sang this song, and it's a Hal Ketchum song. Hal wrote this song when he was on tour with Jerry Jeff Walker in 1978, and that was my connection to the song, that he was on tour with. Jerry called him up and said, "Hal, I like what you do, and we want to take you on tour." And if you know, and if you followed Hal Ketchum's career, Jerry started it amongst many others, including Jimmy Buffett, that was present in Luckenbach on Saturday night. Threadbare alibi, lifetime full of promise, fell from my Mary's eyes. She saw the screen door swing. The baby never woke. He lay cradled in her trembling. He lay safe and never knowing what my leaving would bring. I draw my pay down on the docks, send it off to Mary. Might hold back $1 and wash this pain out of my back. The pain keeps getting clearer. Mary, your face just keeps on fading. Now the light shines through this bottle, memories all fade to black. And I'll see you out on the street tonight. I'm a lover of a drink, a lover of a fight, holding mine on the dark side of this town. Yeah, I'm tough as nails, got a heart of steel. I'll never fear, for I will never feel. One more round would surely set me right. I miss my Mary tonight. They call me the old man in this bar, sleeves rolled up and showing faint blue souvenirs of love, places I have been. Some say the U.S. Navy, and this one says darling Mary. Now my Mary's turned to ashes, and the ocean's turned to gin. And I'll see you out on the street tonight. I'm a lover of a drink, a lover of a fight. Oh my, on the dark side of this town. Yeah, I'm tough as nails, got a heart of steel. I'll never fear, for I will never feel. Yeah, one more round surely set me right. I miss my Mary tonight. Yeah, one more round surely set me right. I miss my Mary tonight. Hal Ketchum. Like Jerry started so many careers, like so many helped out so many. Bobby Ingram, Joyce Hanley was with us in Luckenbach, Doug and Carol, Lenny and Marcia, and Bob and Mary, and the list goes on and on. Joe Bailey, Sue. Great to see so many faces. You all know who you are. But then the big show started after Friday, and Friday night we settled down. Our emotions were high, and we were a little nervous, and the body was certainly tingling when we got off the stage, and just to feel that energy, knowing that there's just been so many people have played that hollowed dance hall in Luckenbach, Texas. That later that night we just settled down, and Bubba and I went back to our Airbnb in Fredericksburg, Hill Country of Texas, and got ready for the big show on Saturday. There's only two things in life that make it worth living: a guitar tuned good and firm, feeling women. I don't need my name in the marquee lights. You got my song, you got me with me tonight. And baby, it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Luckenbach, Texas, where I'm the end. This successful life we're living has got us feeling like the Hatfields in the chorus. Between Hank Williams' paint songs, Jerry Jeff's train songs, and blue eyes crying in the rain. Out in Luckenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Nope. So baby, let's sell those diamond rings, buy some boots and faded jeans, and go away. That coat and tie was choking me, and in this high society you crowded. Yeah, and we've been so busy keeping up with the Joneses, a 4-car garage, and we're still building on. Maybe it's time we got back basics of love. Let's go to Luckenbach, Texas, where Line Willie goes. This successful life has got us feeling like the Hatfields and the Coles. Between Hank Williams' paint songs and Evers' train songs, and blue eyes crying in the rain. Out in Luckenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Yeah, let's go to Luckenbach, Texas, where Lynn and Willie feuding like Hatfields and Amicoys, between Hank Williams' pain songs and Jerry Jeff Walker's train songs, and Blue Eyes crying in the rain. I'm in Luckenbach, Texas, I get it. Ain't nobody there feeling no pain. Yeah, and out in Luckenbach, Texas, yeah, I witnessed it. Ain't nobody feeling no pain. Yes, Denise, it was quite the road trip, no doubt about it. Next road trip, out to Calgary. And then off to Heaven Country. For you, almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there. It's older than the trees, it's younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road. Around her, miner lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, a misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me, the radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Take me home, down country road. That always goes out to Denise Fisher. That always goes out to Sharon Anderson up there in the hills of West Virginia. Gotta say hi to everybody. Wow. But yeah, what an amazing concert on and the stories. Jerry Jeff Walker always loves dogs. In Belize, whenever you see him, he's always got his little puppy dog with him. And one night, the story goes, Rodney Crowell's version of the story is that they were at Rodney Crowell's house, and he had this little wee tiny puppy, and he called it Banjo. And they were all doing whatever they were doing, likely writing music and planning tours, and Jerry was to catch a plane back to Austin from Nashville and disappeared. And so did the dog at the moment. And Rodney asked a few questions. It turns out that Jerry Jeff had taken Banjo, put him in a little sack, put him on his shoulder, and walked out the door. And off Rodney Crowell went to the airport. And lucky enough to get Jerry Jeff Walker just before he got on the plane and said, "What's in your bag?" And Jerry was going to borrow Banjo for a little while, and it's a pretty funny story. I guess you really had to be there for the most case, but just incredible. Just to be there and all the stories. Hey, Gerald out there in Manitoba. Hope all's well, my friend. And of course, you're probably coming up on 1.5, 2 years anniversary, and happy anniversary just around the corner for you. Can't wait to see you again. Most amazing dancer I know right there. Glad to have you on board tonight. We're just hanging out talking about Jerry Jeff Walker, and I know you were there for a big part of it, and we're all going to get back there in January, so look forward to seeing you then, for sure. I know you got lots of memories, for sure, about all of that. Let's go to Belize. Let's go to Belize. Sing a song that always reminds me of sitting in a blue chair just off of the Caribbean villas, watching the world go by. There's a blue rocking chair sitting in the sand, weathered by the storms, wear old hands, sways back and forth with the help of the wind. Seems to always be there, like a long trusted friend. Well, I read a lot of books, wrote a few songs, looked at my life, where it's going, where it's going. And I've seen the world through a dust-touched windshield, but nothing compares to the way that I sit, to the way that I sit, to the way that I sit when I sit in that old blue chair. From that chair I caught a few fish and some rays, and I watched the boat sail in and out of Cinnamon Bay. I let go of a lover, took a piece of my heart, and I prayed many times for forgiveness, brand new stars. Yeah, I read a lot of books, wrote a few songs, looked at my life, where it's going, where it's going. And I've seen the world through a bus windshield, but nothing compares to the way that I see it, to the way that I see it, to the way that I see it when I sit in that old blue chair. Chair read on New Year's night when I passed out from too many Coors Lights, and I woke up to about 1 billion mosquito bites. I swear, got 'em all sitting right there in that old blue chair. Got sitting right there in that old blue chair. Got 'em all sitting right there in that old blue chair. Yeah, the Broken Spoke. Bubba and I walked in there, and then all craziness happened, and great little talent with a fiddle player was on stage, and Bubba said to me, he said, I don't think that song that he was playing had a B minor in it. I think he went to the E flat major and missed the B minor, and so I went up there and I was asking him about it, and he said, yeah, I had to do some adaptation to the chord. He was missing a pinky finger, and that was very astute of Bubba to pick that up, and he said, well, you must read music. And I said, no, my buddy Bubba, he picked up on that. He found that out, and I just asked you about it, and so he showed me his fingers, and he only had 3 on one hand plus a thumb, and couldn't reach that stretch it out to that far fret, and asked me if I played and sang, and had a wonderful Gibson guitar, and away we went in the Broken Spoke, and that was a privilege to play that old honky tonk there in Austin, Texas on that Wednesday afternoon with Bubba. Like I said, we got to tour Austin together, hang out. We headed over to Fredericksburg after that, and we met Joyce and Marcia and Lenny for breakfast on Thursday morning in Austin, and then headed over in separate cars to Fredericksburg. And your dad had a shirt from there. Your dad had a shirt from the Broken Spoke. Well, I'm proud of it. No doubt about it. I hope you still have it. The history in there, Denise, was absolutely incredible. We got talking, Bubba and I, to the guy behind the bar, and cheers, everybody. I told you, I told myself earlier that I was going to drink with you all night long, and when I was finished this glass, we'd call it a night, but apparently we could still be here a while. Hey, Denise Braun, I'm missing you here. Your banter is appreciated, and I'm not running out of things to say, but you prompt me on a lot of stuff, so maybe you can type something here for me and get me back on track. We're missing you, girl, and like I said earlier, if this wasn't for this whole experience, if it wasn't for Denise Braun, wouldn't happen. You managed those roads, girl. You managed those roads I was on, and kept me between the lines. Still keeping me between the lines. Love you, girl. Love you, girl. Love you, girl. You're getting a storm. It's freezing up down there in Parkersburg, West Virginia. And I'm here just drinking my vino. Well, I mixed it up tonight. It ain't Slater's original draft. We're drinking the hard stuff. Just chilling with you guys. You don't know me. My name is Bobby. I was born and raised up out here in this valley. I got a job working on the highways, laying down them blacktops throughout this county, just like my daddy was. I'm a working man, just like him. I'm proud of who I am. I am somebody. That's right. I am somebody. Yeah. I am somebody. I am somebody. And I left high school, and I got married. Annie and me, well, we raised a family. The times we had now ain't been easy. Everything God, we came by the hard way. It might not seem like much, but it's a lot to me. I hold my head up when I'm walking down the street. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. I got a name. I got a face. And in this world, I got a place. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. You don't know me. My name is Bobby. I am somebody. I am somebody. Yeah, but no, I can't thank Mark and Yvonne McConaughey. A huge thank you, you guys. Your hospitality. I ended up going to a party out in the Texas Hill Country, the Texas Hill Country on Sunday afternoon. Things settled down quite a bit after the wonderful evening. Not a dry eye in the house at any given time Saturday night. It was incredible to be in amongst those 1,000 people to celebrate the life of a true Texas music legend, and somebody my dad was playing long before I really even thought that I would even sing, but thank gosh that all happened, and that's another story. But wow, if it wasn't for my dad and his musical influences, probably would have never even picked up this little instrument we're playing. And man, it's taken me down some roads, and Denise and I follow them and see where they take us, and it has been nothing but love along the way. So hey Kelly. Well, absolutely. Sure you want a crew to come back to Texas? Oh, yeah. Mark actually had mentioned that, Kelly, that the next road trip we do, the four of us, maybe we'll just slip over to Mississippi and head over to Mark and Yvonne's place on in March. What was that? In April. So after the Juke Joint in Clarksdale, Mississippi. I know where the key is to the cottage. I was just a little boy when you opened up your home. Your baby's only 11 son. She loved me like your own. All the wisdom that I own, I owe it all to you. Everything you said back then, I'm finding out it's true. You taught me there was more to life than just getting by. And if you want your dreams, the only limit is the sky. And if you use your head, you won't ever have to break your back. You taught me how to drink my coffee black. 12 miles outside of Memphis, thoughts of you were running through my mind. And I remember how we passed this way just to watch that dotted line. And now I'm on my way to Nashville to chase the dream that you said wouldn't die. And if I rise or if I fall, at least I had the guts to try. You taught me there was more to life than just getting by. And if you want your dream, the only limit is the sky. And if you use your head, you won't have to break your back. Taught me how to drink my coffee black. Yesterday I said goodbye. The only dad I ever knew. Promised you I wouldn't cry. Being strong was hard to do. Now I got my luggage packed. And I had a coffee black. You taught me how there was more to life than just getting by. If you want your dream, the only limit is the sky. If you use your head, you won't have to break your back. Thanks for taking time to teach me all the facts, to drink my coffee black. I still drink my coffee black, it's true. Yeah, I still drink my coffee black. Yeah, it was great sitting down. We got into, after the show, we went over to Rodney and Leslie's house in the hill country, and we went back a long way in the ranch. The gate was open, and we got to the right place just as we were about to lose cell service, and made the appropriate turns, and somehow found our way back this old ranch road, and it was just so cool to be on this road for a lengthy amount of time, to realize that there could be a possibility, a strong possibility, that you were lost. I mean, all you had to do is turn around, but you certainly had the wrong place. Until I got to a herd of cattle on my left-hand side, and asked if I was in the right area, and none of them had a decent word for me. Went over this little bridge road, and it was washing over. The river must have been high, and the water was flowing over this bridge, and only just a few inches, but we managed to get across that, and bumped into the folks we were looking for. Got me turned around the right way, and what a wonderful afternoon we got to spend with some great musicians, and just sit in the warm water of a Texas river, and just appreciate the weekend and being there with all of those people. And it is so cool to share this experience with you all tonight, for sure. We dressed this place up, like I said, we're up in Mount Forest, and we're just a few feet away from the lake here in front of us, and we're having fun doing that, but we're kind of setting this place up like we're back in Texas, and fooled a few people this afternoon. Had to explain them that we've got 12 days of quarantine left, and we got 2 grandbabies, and we're keeping everybody safe. We're doing what we have to. Hey Ed from Minnesota, great to be with you, and Patty. I hope you guys are planning a trip to Belize, and we see you in January. We're going to send this song out to you guys. Ed and I shared a moment the last time we were together. I was on stage and Ed had front row seats, and I told the story of a young man here in our hometown that had just taken his life that day, and Denise and I had shared a drink with that young man a few times, and we know his mom and dad, and when we were in Belize a few years ago, he took his life that morning, and I told the story on the Mike Green stage, and sang this song. We'll sing it for James Cameron tonight. I opened for George Fox, and at some point, George Fox is a Juno and a Grammy Award winner here in Canada, and had the honor to open a show for him one night, and called Ken and Chris Cameron and offered him some tickets, and they called me back a little while later and said James was just kind of getting into country music, and if there was an extra ticket that they would love to bring James, and got to know James at that point. He was only 13 years old, and so we always share this George Fox song and think of James Cameron. So we'll send this one out to the Cameron family tonight. Well, it was early fall, half our crops had to be plowed under. It rained that summer and it took its toll on you and me, and it's no wonder. Down the hill one night we started to fight, and I had to go cool down. Jumped in my truck and I headed into town. The night the barn burned down. Fancy bar and grill, I met some girl. I was headed straight for trouble. And I heard a little voice down deep inside saying, get home on the double. Down the mill road, my sweat turned cold and my heart began to pound. I could see those flames from miles and miles around. The night the barn burned down. Yeah, the night the barn burned down, the heat was all that I could bear. I saw you through the smoke, you were trying to save our only mare. I caught you in my arms as you passed out in the night. The night the barn burned down, I saw you in a different light. Like a soldier through a battle zone, I carried you to safety. Never heard the roof come crashing down, never felt the fear that faced me. And when your eyes opened and you looked at me, thank God you came around. Our love was almost lost, but it was found. The night the barn burned down. Yeah, the night the barn burned down, the heat was all that I could bear. I saw you through the smoke, you were trying to save our only mare. I saw you in my arms as you passed out in the night. The night the barn burned down, I saw you in a different light. Yeah, I could see those flames for miles and miles around. The night the barn burned down. Yeah, the night the barn burned down, the heat was all that I could bear. I saw you through the smoke, you were trying to save our only mare. Caught you in my arms as you passed out in the night. The night the barn burned down, I saw you in a different light. I could see those flames from miles and miles around. The night the barn burned down. Thinking of you, James Cameron, rest in peace. Hey, Patrice and Nate. Hey, guys. It was great to connect with you guys in Luckenbach. Nate, thanks for slapping me in the back of the head and reminding me of some things that maybe I had forgotten. So it was great to reconnect for sure and say hi. So glad you're on board with these Friday nights from usually the Basement Cafe. And this is kind of what we do, except I'm kind of missing my right hand. My right hand tonight. She's at home in Kitchener. And like I said, I got over the border and it was lickety split. But without her help, and maybe somebody with a higher power, but certainly she was twisting that arm, and it made it all work. And we got home safe and with memories and quite a story to share on nights like this. So I'm glad you guys are with us. Hey, Becky, what a time we had. And coming up, yeah, it's gonna be a hoot. You know, we're down in Luckenbach, and not a time goes by we don't get together with those folks, and we think of Jack Burnett. So we're gonna send this one out to Jack, as we always do. Jack's doing his thing to get healthy, and we just wish him all the best in the world, and we know he's on the right track. He usually always sings this tune with me when we're down in Belize. Hey, Doug and Carol, you smooth operator. Great to be with you guys, wow. Well, I've been thinking lately about the people I meet. Car wash on the corner of the hole in the street. Where my ankles hurt, shoes on the feet. Wondering if I'll ever see tomorrow. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fishing and whistle and fish. Eat everything that you put on your dish. And when we get through, we'll make a big wish. Never have to do this again. Oh. As the army, but never dug a trench. Used to bust my knuckles on a monkey wrench. Go to town and drink, and give the girls a pinch, but I don't think they ever really noticed me. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us, and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fishing and whistle and fish. Eat everything that you put on your dish. When we get through, we'll make a big wish. Never have to do this again. Oh. My very first job, I said thank you and please. Made me scrub a parking lot down on my knees. I got fired for being scared of bees, and they only give me 50 cents an hour. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fishing and whistle and fish. Eat everything that you put on your dish. When we get through, we'll make a big wish. Never have to do this again. Oh, Father, forgive us what we must do. You forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. We'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Thinking of you, Jack Burnett. Hey, Doug and Carol. Hope you I know you got home safe. I don't know whether I saw you on Sunday. Boy, oh boy, when I got back into the hill country there, it was a blur after that. But great to see you guys. you're on the move, and it's great to see. And I'll tell you what, that just means we're going to bump into each other even more often. So love your company, and thanks for all you did for me and Luckenbach. While you that was a very kind thing on Friday night, and I'll cherish that memory, and cherish the memory of being in that dance hall with you and your wife, Carol. Look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Patrice, yes. Home in California. I've seen you in forever. Girl, you haven't changed a bit. Hey, you think that I remember? How could I forget? We sang Bobby McGee on the hood of my car. Made a wish on every star in that clear September sky. One bottle of wine and 2 Dixie cups. 3 a.m. I fell in love for the first time in my life. Oh, that's something that just don't happen twice. From that day, I still taste that first kiss. Prayed it wouldn't end. And in a way, seeing you like this, guess it really never did. We sang Bobby McGee on the hood of my car. Made a wish on every star in that clear September sky. One bottle of wine and 2 Dixie cups. 3 a.m. I fell in for the first time in my life. Oh, that's something that just don't happen twice. We sang Bobby McGee on the hood of my car. Made a wish on every star in that clear September sky. One bottle of wine and 2 Dixie cups. 3 a.m. I fell in love for the first time in my life. Oh, that's something that just don't happen twice. Oh, that's something that just don't happen twice. All right. Cheers, everybody. I hope that you're enjoying your favorite libations with me. So then on Monday, Sunday after the hootenanny in the hill country, talked to Denise, and she scheduled and organized and put together a hotel room about an hour and a half up the road, and I arrived there and spent the night and just reflected on the entire week that had just unfolded in front of me, and the hospitality received by all, and the memories, and catching up with old friends, and spending time with old friends, and just a lot of laughs. Got up Monday morning and headed back to Mansfield and took that COVID test, that required COVID test, and ended up with Mark at a bar, and we just laughed a lot, and went back to his place eventually, watched the Montreal Canadiens. It was nice to sit down at his place and watch a hockey game in Texas. It was a really cool thing, and just talk about old stories and catch up on everybody's health and just fill us in on life. It was just great to be with you guys. Those girls, congratulations, Kristen, Reese, yeah, getting back to my dad and his upbringing, and he's the last of the siblings now, and I had a little conversation with him today about the passing of his sister, and we found peace. And he was raised in a very Baptist, tough, strong Baptist family. His sister is his sister that just died, Eileen Elda, just a few months ago. His second eldest sister passed away, and they were God-fearing women, and they're in the hands of the Lord. We know that for sure. But my dad, he was a little rebel. He didn't follow too much the Baptist practice. I always sing this song and think of him. Daddy's been a back row Baptist, share front row sins. With Saturday night still on his breath, Sunday when he walk in, never let the benediction, never sang in the choir. He's an angel with no halo and one wing in fire. Mama lived by the Bible lived by the bed. She laid alone most every night, the scriptures in her head, singing, good Lord, please remember his faith is kind of tired, but he's an angel with no halo and one wing in fire. And I know he lives a little left, living right. He's been close to going away too far a few times, but I'd trade 1,000 prayers for just one prayer to come true. Lord, believe in like I believe in you. Daddy's always been there for me, from T-ball touchdowns. He healed my heart and fixed my car. They've been both broken now. I know he requires more forgiveness than most folks do require, but he's an angel with no halo and one wing in fire. And I know he lives a little left, living right. He's been close to going way too far a few times, but I'd trade 1,000 prayers if just one prayer would come true. Lord, believe in him like I believe in you. Well, I just can't imagine what heaven might be like. Me and Mama make it without Daddy by our side. So please remember, Lord, when it's time to call us higher. He's an angel with no halo, one wing in fire. Yeah, Denise is just reminding me of our neighbor just across the way here, Stuart. He's got a shed by his big trailer, and he's got a lot of country memorabilia in there. He invited me in a little while ago, and it was hard to leave. Believe me, it was hard to leave. And it was nice to just visit with him and just suck in all the knowledge on Hank Snow and his love for country music. So if I'm keeping him up, I'm sure he doesn't mind. And our neighbors just here, Ross and Linda. I spoke to Linda, and she heard me at 3 o'clock this morning, but she didn't mind the music, so she said, just wail away as long as you want tonight. And Ross, I suspect he's got some hearing assistance, and he just said, "What? What?" So I think we're in the clear with Ross, but he's a gentleman, and as it turns out, he says, "Sing your heart out tonight. Have a good time." But yeah, it was a wonderful time in Luckenbach, and a lot of memories, and like I said, some help along the way. And Bubba, it was a dynamite time spending time with you in Luckenbach and Austin, Texas. The memories we made, Lenny, Marcia, and everybody that we met. Jesse, it was great to share a table with you to watch such a memorable concert that we'll never forget. The connection, Joyce, Bubba, we all had that table. Allison, Marty, Allinger, Chuck's daughter and his son-in-law. Boy, I'll tell you, memories we made. Thanks for the good night, the storytelling, the music. Wouldn't trade the adventure of Texas for anything. I wouldn't, Bubba, for sure. Get through your quarantine and stay healthy. Bubba, stay healthy. Thinking of that, my friend. No eating after 8 o'clock. I need you behind those skins, buddy. I need you behind those skins next time we get across this border. So we talked about that. We laughed about it. Big hug to you, man. Big hug. Jody and Scott, what a great time down there. They got the Palapa Bar in San Pedro, and they're Bubba and my boss when we get down there and get a chance to play at the Palapa Bar in San Pedro. And a shout out to Jody and Scott. They're working hard down there. They shared a table with us in Luckenbach, and I'll tell you what, they made the trip from San Pedro and to be with us in Luckenbach, and that meant a lot. And we're going to make the trip down there and spend our Januaries with them in San Pedro. And you guys, you stay safe. And Jody, we're thinking of you, and we'll keep you in our thoughts, and hugs to you. Hugs to you. Scott, great talking to you, my friend. Great being with you. Chuck and Gayla, hospitality, second to none. Thanks, guys. Everybody. I don't want to miss anybody, but that could happen. Cheers, everybody. We're losing track of time, and I got half a drink left, so the coyotes aren't howling, and the neighbors aren't knocking, so we're going to keep playing until somebody pulls the plug. But what a lineup. And like I said, Bubba earlier, Bubba and I got the chance to sit right there with the man, Ramblin' Jack Elliott. What a history that man had in music. Old Shep. Old Shep. Look that one up, Old Shep, for anybody that doesn't know who Ramblin' Jack is. And his legacy to country music. 90-year-old man brought the house down. Jimmy Buffett ended the show. Wow, it was like, it was so good to run into Django after the show. Like I said, we got to share the backstage tent and got some perks back there. Felt really really welcomed by those folks, and got to know some new friends down there in Luckenbach, and felt really welcome, like I said, and memories that'll last a lifetime. Django Walker, I'll see you in January, but my friend, I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough for that memory. you've given me to play that dance hall in Luckenbach, and a memory I'll never forget. Can't wait to see it, my friend. Condolences to you, Mom, Jesse, and the grandkids. Thinking about you. Well, we'll just wing it from here. Play a couple more and we'll call it a night. Maybe we're keeping the neighbors up, but it sure has been nice to kind of come back here to the lake. Life is better by the lake. Feeling a little Texan kind of spirit tonight. Feeling like that cloud is still underneath my feet, and like I said, not at all would have been possible if it wasn't for Denise Braun. Love you, girl. Can't wait till this quarantine is done and over with, and we can hang out, get close. I'm going to send this one down to Minnesota. Patty and Ed, if you're still with us. The movie wasn't really doing so hot, so the new producer to the old big shot is dying on the edge of the great Midwest. Yes, a boo must tour or forever rest. Hey, look, Mom, here comes the elephant boy, bundled all up in his corduroy, heading down south towards Illinois, to the jungles of East St. Paul. Manager sat in the office alone, staring at the numbers on the telephone. Wondered how a man could send a child actor, Ed, to visit in the land of the wind chill factor. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, look, Mom, here comes the elephant boy, bundled all up in his corduroy, heading down south towards Illinois, from the jungles of East St. Paul. Sabu was sad, the whole tour stunk. The airlines lost the elephant's trunk. The roadies got the rabies and the scabies and the flu. Yeah, they were high on morale, but they were low on you. Hey, look, Mom, here comes the elephant boy, bundled all up in his corduroy, heading down south towards Illinois, from the jungles of East St. Paul. So now that we got you on the line, will we see you and Patty in Belize in January? I hope so. Let's keep it going. Django has committed. Django will continue the legacy in San Pedro, so let's keep it going. Can't wait to see you guys. Hey, look, Mom, here comes the elephant boy, bundled all up in his corduroy, heading down south towards Illinois, from the jungles of East St. Paul, from the jungles of East. We'll be there. Awesome. Can't wait to see you guys. He said, I'll love you till I die. She told him, you forget in time. as the years went slowly by, she kept preying on his mind. Kept her pictures on the wall. Went half crazy now and then. He kept her through it all, hoping she'd come back again. Kept some letters by the bed, dated 1962. He had underlined and read every single I love you. I went to see my friend today. Didn't see no tears. All dressed up to go away. First time I've seen him smile in years. He stopped loving her today. Placed a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. Came to see him one last time. Yeah, we all wondered if she would. It kept going through my mind. This time he's over her for good. He stopped loving her today. Place a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. He stopped loving her today. He placed a wreath upon his door. 6 men carried him. He stopped loving her. Thanks everybody for being with us tonight. You've heard me talk about Jerry Jeff Walker. I was a big fan, like a lot of you that tuned in tonight and said hi, and maybe I even made some of you fans of Jerry Jeff Walker and John Prine, and so many, well, particularly those two, legendary, and to have the chance to get down to Luckenbach and celebrate his life with so many like-minded people, and I know a lot of you watched it online, couldn't make it down, and you were there in spirit, and we felt it. It was an unbelievable experience, and one we'll talk about for a long, long time. You that didn't get down there, you'll know all about it, and no doubt it'll be online at some point soon, so keep your eye out for that. Star-studded cast, and I got a shout out to the band. It was unbelievable. Crazy. Chris Gage, Jerry Jeff Walker's guitar player for about 12, 15 years. Chris Gage, piano, guitar, accordion, mandolin. Chris Gage, wonderful talent. Brad Fordham, bass player, played punk, played rockabilly. I don't know how Jerry Jeff found him, but he's an amazing bass player. Steve Samuel organizes church music around Austin, works as director of a lot of churches. Lloyd Maines, a legendary steel guitar player, multi-instrumentalist. In fact, Lloyd Maines was one of three people inducted into the Austin City Limits Hall of Fame. The very first year they inducted anybody into the Austin Music Hall of Fame. So you can see where the talent was on that stage. And gosh, somebody brought this young gun by the name of Jeff Hughes, Jed Hughes. He was a gun for hire. He was a steel guitar player, a lead guitar player. Jed Hughes, about 40-year-old guy, and Chris Gage and him were ripping it up, and at some point Chris just said, "Hey, step aside. We're going to show you how it's all done in Texas." And he ripped it on one of Jeff's songs, and the amount of talent on that stage that night was absolutely incredible. And to be there in the audience and share it with so many people was just an honor. And we won't take playing Luckenbach on Thursday night in the bar. We won't take that for granted, nor would we ever take playing on the Luckenbach dance hall stage. Greg, I appreciated the pep talk prior to taking that stage, but with all respect, an experience I'll never forget. Kelly's run out of battery. Well, I'll just say goodnight to y'all right now. Mark, Yvonne, the greatest hosts, friends for a long, long time. I so appreciate all your hospitality. I appreciate just being down there with you guys. Steve, Diane, got a chance on Monday night to hang out with more friends with Mark and Yvonne. Shout out to John and Cindy and Shannon for their hospitality. It was just a wonderful time in Texas, and I can't wait to take Denise down there and visit Austin. It is on our bucket list. Got there first, just a little bit ahead of her to be able to show her around, and an honor to stand in front of the Paramount Theater and stand on Jerry Jeff's Star of Fame. It was true music 9 days, and now we're up here, and we'll keep it going. Hey, Marcia, miss you guys. Glad you got home safe. We've just been reflecting on the whole time, and glad we were there with you guys. And another trip planned soon enough, and we'll take that and enjoy your company, enjoy being with you. We'll leave you on this one as we always do. Again, just send this out to the McMillan family. Eldon, Carol, Gail, Sheila, Uncle Don. The people that have left this world, and those people that enter it, that circle of life, those friends that we have, that we lose, that we love, that we think of often. Just keep that circle going. Keep that circle going. Don't ever let that circle. Don't ever let it don't let it break. Sing with me. Good night, everybody. Well, outstanding by my own window on one cold cloudy day, when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Well, the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a bell on my way tomorrow in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I said to the undertaker, Hey girl, please drive slow for that lady that you are carrying. We hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Will I follow close behind her, try to hold and be brave, but I could not hold my sorrow when they laid her down deep in that grave. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. God bless Aunt Eileen. God bless the McMillan family. Uncle Don, God bless you. We sang songs of childhood, hymns of faith that made us strong, hymns that Mother Maybell she taught us, as the angels up in heaven sang along. The circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Rest in peace, Aunt Eileen. Always to be remembered. Cherish the memories. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Where we sang songs of childhood, hymns of faith that made us strong, hymns that Mother Maybell she taught us, the angels of heaven sang along. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting, in the sky, Lord, in the sky. God bless Aunt Eileen, and God bless Jerry Jeff Walker. Good night, everybody. From quarantine headquarters. Maybe we'll see you right back here next Friday night. Have a great week, and glad to be with y'all. Stay safe.